Coming up next on This Week in Torrance, ExxonMobil faces some harsh criticism after making a questionable statement at the State Senate Oversight Panel. We'll tell you what they had to say.
Then find out what ties a local company here in the South Bay to farmers in India.
And students learn what it takes to become an astronaut.
Plus, local nutritionist Vandana Sheth joins us in the studio to tell us what steps we can take to a healthier daily routine. These stories and much more are just seconds away.
Your local news starts right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Lisa Lee.
And I'm Ben McCain. Thanks for joining us. Here are your top stories. ExxonMobil is still under fire nearly a month after the explosion. According to a new statement by consumer watchdog, ExxonMobil misrepresented its safety record at the recent Senate oversight hearing at City Hall. At the meeting, Torrance refinery manager Brian Ablett stated there hasn't ever been another incident similar to this at ExxonMobil, but according to media reports, that same Torrance plant has experienced at least 5 other incidents involving hydrocarbon fumes. In addition to being responsible for numerous accidents, consumer watchdog advocate Lisa Tucker stated the company has paid more than $15 million in fines for violations of state and federal air standards since 2005. South Bay congressional representatives called for a federal investigation into the blast, referring to the incident as a national problem. According to their statement, refinery accidents have occurred with much greater frequency in the United States than in other parts of the world. The recent incident in Torrance made it the 3rd U.S. refinery to experience an explosion this year. According to ExxonMobil, the explosion occurred due to an oversized pressurized emission control unit. Senator Isidore Hall was among the congressional representatives present, stating, "We're going to be holding you accountable and not letting you off the hook for this incident and making sure this will not happen again in this community." The Chemical Safety Board responded to the request for a federal investigation by South Bay congressional representatives, stating that they would send 4 or 5 investigators and experts to the refinery. The investigation into the blast is expected to take months.
And we're still seeing the harmful effects of a previous South Bay chemical plant that shut down over 30 years ago. The United States Environmental Protection Agency, which began testing the air inside dozens of homes in a South Bay neighborhood last month for trichloroethylene, is agreeing that more indoor air quality tests are urgently needed. According to recent scientific studies, breathing TCE, an industrial solvent that was frequently used in the area, poses serious health risks, including cancer and birth defects. Montrose Chemical Corporation of California used chlorobenzene in manufacturing the pesticide DDT at the plant located along Normandy Avenue in the Harbor Gateway neighborhood into the early 80s. They frequently dumped various chemicals, including pesticide, into the ground. Through a process known as vapor intrusion, various hazardous pollutants evaporated through the soil and into the homes of many residents just outside Torrance city limits, putting them at risk. DDT has been found in the soils of the former plant site in the unincorporated area, as well as in surrounding commercial and residential properties. In 1989, the Montrose Chemical Plant was added to EPA's list of Superfund sites, which aims to clean the nation's most hazardous sites. According to the EPA, approximately 3,000 people live or work within a quarter mile of the former plant property.
El Camino College is taking a giant step towards making their campus a smoke-free environment. The school recently implemented a new policy banning the use of tobacco or nicotine products on the campus. The new policy goes into effect immediately, applying to all students, employees, and visitors. The restriction also includes the use of e-cigarettes and covers all buildings as well as outdoor spaces, including your car if it is parked on school property. Even the sale or advertising of the tobacco-related products on campus is banned. This applies to the school's website and college-affiliated publications. The educational component of the policy provides resources for those who want to stop tobacco use and seek treatment.
Torrance police are asking the community to keep an eye out for this face. Police released a sketch of a gunman who robbed a woman in Torrance walking along Redondo Beach Boulevard. The incident occurred on February 3rd around 6:40 in the evening. According to the victim, the gunman pointed the gun at her, pushed her, and took her purse when she fell down. The suspect is described to be a Latino male in his mid-20s, about 5 feet 5 inches tall, 150 to 180 pounds, with black hair, brown eyes, and a mustache. Anyone with information is asked to call the Torrance Police Department at 310-618-5570.
The static marquee in front of the iconic Benstead Plunge will soon get a facelift. The signage sitting between Torrance Boulevard and Madrona Avenue will get replaced with a digital sign this month displaying messages between 7 a.m. and 11 p.m. daily. Information on the message board will include those about emergencies, civic center events, city-sponsored, as well as Torrance nonprofit organization events. Anyone interested in submitting a message can do so by emailing digital sign at torranceca.gov.
And a big change is underway for shoppers of Albertsons and Vons. In the next few months, 83 stores throughout California will be part of a big transformation as they become converted into a Hagen food and pharmacy. The Washington-based supermarket chain Hagen made the announcement back in December to purchase and rebrand 146 West Coast Safeway and Albertsons locations over the next year, increasing the chain's locations from 18 to 164. The number of employees will also increase from 2,000 to nearly 10,000. Hagen is known for carrying a variety of national brands along with all-natural organic produce, grass-fed beef, and gluten-free products, much like Whole Foods Market, Sprouts, and Trader Joe's. Albertsons and Safeway, two of the largest grocery store chains in the U.S., made the announcement of their merger a year ago. And in the process to secure the deal's approval by the Federal Trade Commission, Albertsons and Safeway agreed to sell some of their stores to clear antitrust regulations. The companies agreed to sell 168 stores across 8 states to 4 buyers, including 146 of them to Hagen. Other buyers included Associated Food Stores, Associated Whole Grocers Minyards, and SuperValue, which bought up the remaining stores in Montana, Wyoming, Texas, and Washington. Conversion of all 83 California stores should be complete by May, including stores in Torrance, Redondo Beach, Woodland Hills, Westlake Village, Chino Hills, and Rancho Cucamonga.
An 18-acre lumber yard in the city of Torrance is expected to provide up to 160 new jobs. Ganal Lumber Company has been working out design details with the city of Torrance and is set to open in the fall of 2016. The family-owned Anaheim-based company plans to construct an 86,000-square-foot building supply store, 40,500-square-foot lumber storage shed, and a 12,700-square-foot lumber milling shed on Del Amo Boulevard between Maple and Madrona Avenues. Previously, the site was part of the 52-acre Dow chemical plant. Ganal is the oldest operating lumber company in all of California and already has 9 different locations throughout Southern California. Due to popular customer demand, they decided on the city of Torrance for their new South Bay location. This will affect road construction in the area, including a new traffic signal on Del Amo Boulevard, as well as a widening of a road into the lumber yard. A new rail spur will also be built. The project was unanimously approved by the Torrance Planning Commission.
Motivo Engineering, a Harbor Gateway-based product engineering company, hopes to make a mark in India with its new electric tractor. The multi-purpose tractor, powered by either solar or standard power, was designed to help subsistence farmers have reliable access to electricity. A standard extension cord allows the battery to charge overnight when plugged in, but in the case of a power outage or unreliable connection to electricity, a standard solar panel attachment allows farmers to charge via sunlight during the day. The tractor is one project in the effort to find green solutions in agriculture and to address the individual needs of farmers. The tractor is funded by an $800,000 grant from the United States Agency for International Development. The tractor will be presented at an International Forum for Agricultural Innovation in Abu Dhabi. One unit is currently priced at about $10,000, but a decrease in fuel consumption would make up for the difference in cost. The company hopes to make a larger version for farms in the U.S. and Europe.
If you're looking to take out a loan, you may be able to do it now without ever stepping into a bank. Torrance-based DocMagic, a provider of loan document preparation, recently announced its exclusive strategic alliance with Worldwide Notary, a developer of electronic notarization service. This partnership allows for a completely paperless solution. Borrowers and lenders will be able to settle contracts and e-sign documents. This allows for reduced cost and reduces paper waste. CEO and president of DocMagic, Dominic Iannides, stated DocMagic has systematically been putting the necessary pieces in place to transform the company into a true end-to-end e-services solution provider. The agreement allows DocMagic to have exclusive rights to Worldwide Notary's e-notary platform in the mortgage industry for an extended period of time.
A youth soccer organization with national headquarters in Torrance is now involved in a sexual abuse case. The American Youth Soccer Organization, a registered California nonprofit group, faces sexual abuse charges from the Zalkin law firm. According to the civil complaint, 4 plaintiffs, 3 of whom are now adults and 1 who was still a minor, were sexually abused by Renrar Valenti. Valenti, a coach in Antelope Valley, was convicted of molesting 14 boys and a girl during the 1996 through 2012 time period. Valenti interacted with the 4 plaintiffs as a commissioner, a youth soccer coach, and a referee within AYSO. The 4 plaintiffs, who were all minors at the time of the alleged incidents, are now holding the AYSO organization responsible. The complaint claims that AYSO had put the children directly in his care and failed to fulfill the duty of protecting the children. The Zalkin law firm has represented hundreds of cases involving child sexual abuse.
Torrance residents may have the chance to raise chickens and keep bees in their very own backyards. About a dozen proponents of urban farming spoke up at the city council meeting, attesting to the possible benefits of lifting the ban. One proponent cited the learning opportunity urban farming can have on children, as well as the overall health benefits. City officials have asked for further information about a plan that would allow residents to keep up to 2 beehives and 4 hens. Councilman Mike Griffiths, the former chair of the Environmental Quality Commission, voiced his concern, stating there's too many times on the Environmental Commission when we want to enforce, but we can't because either our ordinance is vague or there are other issues, he added. If we're going to create a new ordinance here, I want to make sure that it's not vague and that it's enforceable. That's really critical. There was no word on when the proposal will return to council.
March is the month of awareness in Torrance. Representatives from both the American Red Cross and the Multiple Myeloma Research Foundation were present at the recent Torrance City Council meeting as Mayor Patrick Fury designated March as Awareness Month for both of these organizations. The American Red Cross Association was recommended for their humanity services during times of war and peace. Representative from the Red Cross encouraged all citizens to be better prepared in their own homes and learn what to do in the event of an emergency. Then Councilman Jeff Rizzo read the proclamation for the Multiple Myeloma Research Foundation, an organization that focuses on finding a cure for the rapidly growing disease, the second most common blood cancer worldwide. Multiple myeloma currently affects more than 100,000 people worldwide, with 20,000 new cases diagnosed each year. Increased awareness about the disease would allow for early diagnosis and treatment. The foundation is committed to finding a cure and support treatment for those individuals suffering.
Still ahead, learn how one entrepreneur turned cleaning strollers into a business.
Plus, find out what it takes to be an astronaut.
Huntington!
Every proper bear knows that the right fit means everything. Especially when it comes to car seats.
Oh, really? I just did what any bear would do.
So know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size.
I like it.
To learn more, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Oh, hello there. Oh.
Where's that bear? Welcome back, everybody. Busy moms in Torrance were grateful when Tot Squad came to the rescue. Quinn Marie was at Bye Bye Baby in Torrance for the details.
At the age of 23, Jennifer Bell was working 80-hour weeks in management consulting and watching her coworkers struggle to balance work and motherhood.
And all the women that were turning 30 and trying to make partner were starting families at the same time. And at a certain point, every single woman left the company for family.
It was then Bell realized her passion to want to help improve work-life balance for busy moms, and Tot Squad was created.
I had 50 different ideas in a spreadsheet of ways that would help busy moms, and this idea quickly floated to the surface as something that nobody else out there was doing.
Tot Squad is a mobile service that travels around the greater Southern California area, offering stroller and car seat cleaning as well as car seat safety consultation and stroller repairs. Tot Squad stopped by baby store and retail partner Bye Bye Baby in Torrance to assist parents who need help installing their car seats and provide information on baby safety.
But there's 60% of moms out there that say, I wish my stuff was cleaner and I don't know how to clean it myself or I don't want to clean it myself. And so that's when we realized there was a real market opportunity for a service that took care of strollers and car seats.
Mother Alejandra Guitron works long hours and says the time she gets to spend with her daughter is precious.
I'm a full-time working mom. I work in law enforcement, so a lot of times we have to work in the evenings, do presentations at different times, and so the time that you have with your daughter is obviously you want to make the most of it. You don't want to spend your time cleaning a stroller.
Tot Squad's mission is to provide parents and children around the community with the most valuable gift, time.
It's been a great partnership for us to be able to give back to the community with a skill that we have, which is cleaning up baby gear.
For Torrance City Cable, I'm Quinn Marie.
Thanks, Quinn. Tot Squad will be back at the Bye Bye location in Torrance Saturday, March 21st. For more information on safety, repair, or to make an appointment, go online to thetotSquad.com.
And there's something about cherry blossoms that brings out the inner poet in all of us. El Camino College held its annual Memorial Cherry Blossom Festival. The event featured everything from lion dances to student-written haikus. The festival is an annual celebration held in memory of previous professor Dr. Nadine Ishitani Hada. Reverend Tom Kurai of the Taigo Center of Los Angeles provided entertainment with drumming and a Japanese version of the lion dance, a dance performed in many cultures to celebrate special occasions, weddings, and cultural religious events. The event also awarded hardworking students such as Rafael Torres with a scholarship, an award that's given to health science majors at El Camino College.
It's an absolute privilege. It's motivating. It feels accomplishing, but feeling of accomplishment motivates me to keep accomplishing more.
Historically, the cherry blossom holds many significant meanings in Japanese culture, often given as a gift to symbolize friendship. Most prominently, the blooming and falling of cherry blossoms is celebrated in a festival as a reminder of the ephemeral nature of life.
Over the millennia, the falling of such beauty, the vanishing of such beauty, emphasizes the importance to individuals to really enjoy life for the moment, because all beauty is transient, meaning it vanishes very soon.
The city is also hosting its own Cherry Blossom Festival, an annual cultural event at Columbia Park. We'll be sure to bring you coverage of that next week.
Torrance residents had the chance to be up close and personal with the Torrance Police Department recently. The event, called Coffee with a Cop, is part of a national effort to open communication between police officers and the communities they serve. The event took place at Pete's Coffee in Torrance, where community members asked questions, voiced concerns, and had a chance to introduce themselves to the officers.
This is our second event, and basically we just like to get out into the community, meet the citizens of Torrance, give them the opportunity to come out here, meet some of the officers, motorcycle cops, people from our community relations division, and just give them the opportunity to get to know us and also to reach out and discuss any issues that they may be having in the community.
The event takes place in more than 175 cities throughout 36 states and hopes events like these help to increase trust in police officers and build partnerships through community engagement.
You have to be passionate and you have to be confident in your own capability and never give up, and the dream will come true.
Those were the words of advice from astronaut Koichi Wakata. Wakata visited El Camino College for the 12th annual Space Science Day to talk about his journey to becoming an astronaut. Wakata was selected as an astronaut candidate by the National Space Development Agency of Japan in 1992, and since then has accrued a number of impressive accolades, such as flying the first Japanese mission specialist and setting a record in Japanese space flight history for the longest day in space. Sponsored by El Camino College and American Honda Motor Company and coordinated by the ECC Astronaut Ellison Onizuka Memorial Committee, the event was inspired by the death of astronaut Ellison S. Onizuka, who was killed in the 1986 explosion of the Challenger space shuttle. The event aims to promote space science among students and includes interactive science activities, including a paper airplane and egg drop competition, as well as demonstrations in astronomy, physics, and chemistry.
And now there's a play that's based entirely off the creative stories of elementary kids, and it's coming to Torrance. Story Pirates, a theater troupe based in Los Angeles and New York, is an arts education organization made up of actors and teachers. Now, throughout the year, The troop travels to hundreds of schools throughout the nation, including schools here in the South Bay, in an effort to inspire creativity and theater among younger children. The troop visited Arlington Elementary School in Torrance to work with kids and gather material. The stories will be performed along with other kid-written stories.
If you find yourself recording your TV shows to watch at a later time, you're not the only one. And a new survey by Hub Entertainment Research cites convenience as the most popular reason why audience time shift TV shows. Other popular reasons including to see missed episodes and skip ads, both coming in at 37%, and to pause or rewind with 34%. The study also found that TV viewers in the 16 to 31 age bracket time shifted their shows the most, with just over a third watching their television live. Older viewers over the age of 34 watched 47% of their content live. The study took place among 1,200 U.S. consumers with broadband who watched at least 5 hours of TV per week.
Still ahead, nutritionist Vandana Chef joins us in the studio to give some healthy living tips.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
March is National Nutrition Month, and this year's theme is Bite into a Healthy Lifestyle. So in order to help us maintain a healthy lifestyle throughout the rest of the month, we've invited registered dietitian and nutrition educator Vandana Chef to our studio. Vandana, welcome. And how can we incorporate simple aspects of healthy living into our everyday life? How do we do that?
Well, Ben, thanks for having me. So National Nutrition Month campaign this year focuses on the importance of making informed food choices and developing sound eating and physical activity habits. So here are 6 simple steps we can do.
6, okay.
6 steps.
Count them.
Number 1, you want to make sure you focus on nutrition when you're making food choices. Keep that on top of your mind. Second, let's make sure that you plan your meals and snacks so that it's not something grab and go. You're really putting some thought and effort into it. Let's enjoy those meals and snacks throughout the day. Avoid skipping meals. Third, let's make sure that we take our time to savor and enjoy food. Let's not eat when we're distracted, upset, frustrated. You don't benefit from that. Let's watch our portions. You can use your USDA My Plate as your visual cue as to what to eat, how much to eat. Let's limit foods with added sugars, fats, salt. And let's make sure we quench our thirst with water. That's your best source of hydration. And finally, let's make sure it's physical activity as part of your daily routine.
Now, my lovely wife, Noelle, she makes me little snacks, apple slices and cheese, and we got married about 4 years ago, so it's changed my life. I mean, I'm a happier guy because when you get hungry, you're miserable.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's good to eat something healthy because it's so easy to do some fast food.
Sure.
Let me ask you this. What's more important in your opinion, exercising or healthy eating?
Ben, I wish it was one answer, but actually it's both. When you eat right, when you enjoy real healthy foods, your body is nourished and fueled with the right nutrients to optimize how you feel. When you're physically active, your bones and muscles are strengthened, and the combination helps decrease our risk for any kind of chronic conditions and increases our chances of feeling good.
What is your healthy eating motto?
My healthy eating motto is that food should be fun, flavorful, healthy, and nutritious. And making right food and nutrition choices are a critical part of biting into a healthy lifestyle. A registered dietitian nutritionist can help develop something that's just right for you.
Well, I have a bit of a problem. I'm on the seafood diet. When I see food, I want to eat it. Thanks again for coming by our studio and sharing these healthy living tips with us. We always love having you. You do a fabulous job. For all of you at home, if you'd like any of these tips, email us at thisweek@torranceca.gov. And next week, Vandana goes out to the Torrance Farmers Market to show us exactly which fruits and vegetables are out this season. You won't want to miss that story. Still ahead, we've got some great events to tell you all about in just 60 seconds, so don't go away.
Don't let E. coli mosh with your food. An estimated 3,000 Americans die from a foodborne illness each year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So always separate raw meat from vegetables. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back, everybody. We hope you have your pen and paper handy. Here are a few noteworthy announcements. The Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce is presenting lunch with a legend, an opportunity to sit down with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, NBA champion and New York Times best-selling author. The luncheon will take place at the Doubletree by Hilton, Torrance, on March 18th. For reservations or more information, you can visit torrancechamber.com or call 310-540-5858. Los Cancioneros Master Chorale will present their concert titled Triumphs and Tragedies on Sunday, March 22nd at the Torrance Armstrong Theater. The concert will feature a variety of music from Beethoven to Mozart. The chorale group presents scholarships each year to talented musicians, one of whom will be featured in the concert. Now let's head over to the sports desk to see what's going on in the world of sports this week. Colin?
What's up? Thanks for dropping by the new Sports Desk studio. Hit me up on Twitter, that's at Colin Kushner, using the hashtag #TheSportsDesk. Just giving you a quick peek at what we've got to look forward to on the show this week. 4 out of the 5 Torrance girls basketball teams are in the hunt for Southern Section championships. Find out who got blinged out and is moving on to state regional play. That's 4 and 9:30 p.m. right here on CitiCABLE. Boom sauce. We'll see you then.
Thanks for that update, Colin. And now a local program in Torrance held its own version of the Oscars with an on-the-red carpet-themed dinner party. Friends of Torrance Exceptional Athletes is a nonprofit fundraising organization formed to support various sports programs for persons with intellectual disabilities who live in Torrance and the Greater South Bay. The funds raised go directly to help support activities organized through the Recreation Division of the City of Torrance Community Services Department. Athletes range anywhere from 13 to 70 years old and have the opportunity to partake in sports year-round, ranging from basketball and cycling to soccer and softball. The volunteer-driven organization held the annual event at the Toyota Automobile Museum to award individuals dedicated to the cause. Awardees included Karina Montes, who received the Artistic Direction Award, and Carol Schreiner, who received the Best Supporting Actress Award.
Volunteers, coaches, and everyone that I work with, it makes this very fun, and of course the athletes totally make my day every time I get to interact with them. So thank you for letting me be part of this sports family, and thank you for this. It means a lot.
The organization holds an annual walkathon that will be held on May 30th.
Well, that does it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain. If you've missed any portion of our show, you can catch us again at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m.
And I'm Lisa Lee. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.